Okay. How many people in here play recreational sports? Okay, almost everybody in here. There are a lot of sports out there. There's baseball, tennis, golf, hockey, basketball. Almost anything you can think of, you can play as a recreational sport. Most everybody in America plays some kind of recreational sport throughout their life. Even maybe when they're little kids growing up, they could be 3 years old playing the YMCA soccer league or anything. As you play sports for lots of reasons. It's relaxing. It helps to relieve stress, getting out there and running around and working out just kind of makes you feel better about yourself. It also creates a bond. If you have teammates, it's a good bonding experience. You get to meet new friends, meet new people. As you get older, a lot of people quit playing sports. They either lose interest in the sport, or they just maybe they like basketball growing up and now they like football. So they just decide to quit playing it, or they're too old to play and can't run. You may think that you fall into this category, but chances are that you don't. Most people have at least a little bit of free time that they could use to play sports, if they really wanted to. If they had the drive to. Most people think sports are just for men. That a lot more men play sports than women, but that's not true. There's a lot of leagues for women, and if your woman really wanted to play sports, she could. She just got to go out there and find it. I have a sport that I think almost anybody can play, and it's really easy to play. It's a lot of fun, and that sport's tennis. And in high school, I played tennis. I played for a couple of years, and I really enjoyed it, and I still play tennis today. The basic rules of tennis is what I'm going to talk about today. The basic rules, how to play, and how to keep score in the game of tennis, because a lot of people have trouble keeping score. Let's start with the rules. The first thing you need to know is how to serve. In tennis, when you serve, you stand behind the back line, which is back here, the baseline. You're going to stand behind it, and you throw up the ball, and you can throw as high as you want. It doesn't matter, but you got to hit it in there. You can't let it bounce off the ground and bounce back up. You got to hit it while it's in the air, and you got to hit it over the net, which is this part right here. And if you're serving on the right side, you got to get it in the diagonal blocks or straight across right here. That's where you want to try to serve it in, and they call it the service area. And if you're serving and you throw it up and it hits the net and then bounces out of bounds, you get a second serve. If it hits the net and stays in bounds, it's called a let, and you get to redo your serve and you get another chance. You still have 2 serves left. After you serve it, the person on the other side, your opponent, is going to try to return it to you. He's going to try to hit it back, or she's going to try to hit it back. And they got to keep it in lines. And there's different lines. It depends what kind of game you're playing. These inside lines, they're for a singles game. And the outside lines are for a double game. You got to try to keep it in between those. It depends which kind of game you're playing. And if it hits the net while you're actually playing, if it stays in bounds, then you just keep playing like it never hit the net at all. If it goes out of bounds, then whoever hits it out of bounds loses. They forfeit their point and lose. And you can't reach any part of your body or racket over the net at any time. If you go over the net, then you forfeit the point. You don't want somebody diving at you while you're on the other side of the net. The ball can only bounce on the court one time. It can't bounce 3 or 4 times. It's only got to hit once. You can hit it in the air before it bounces on the ground too. If you're standing up close to the net and you're afraid you ain't going to be able to hit it back, you can hit it before it bounces. Now that you know the basic rules, let's go over how to actually play. Tennis is a very easy game to play. It's not complicated at all. There's not very many rules. Let's start when you serve and where you need to stand at. The ITF, which is the International Tennis Federation, says that you need to flip a coin before the match begins to decide who serves first and who receives. The winner of the coin toss gets to pick whether they want to serve or receive. And based on that, the loser can pick which side of the court they want. If it's sunny outside, you may want to get on the side that has the least sun, or vice versa. Whenever you start, the first person that serves always serves. If you're facing the net, it'll be on the right-hand side, which would be back here if you're facing the net. And you have to stand between this little line right here. There's a little line in the middle and the outside line. You got to stand in between those. And you just stand behind the line and you just jump up, serve it, hit it in, try to hit it in this little box right here. And after you score a point, either you lose a point or you score a point, then you alternate. The next time you're going to start from the left side, then you go back to the right, and keep going back and forth. The receiver, whenever they're receiving the serve, they got to stand diagonally across, and they can stand anywhere. They can stand off the court if they want to. If you're serving really hard, they may decide that they need to get farther back. Once you learn where to stand, you can actually start playing. And when you start playing, you'll serve the ball. The person on the other side, the receiver, will hit it back, and you just keep going back and forth.